Welcome to another episode of Investing with Ycarlo. I am your host, Ycarlo, and in today's video, as per usual, I'll be showing you a live trade. Today I took an L, but not only did I take one L, I took two, potentially three L's. So this was a typical trader's mistake when you make a trade and it doesn't go your way and you try to recover. It's called revenge trading. I'm still weeding it out. Unfortunately, I'm not quite there yet. This is just full disclosure, full honesty, and that's how I want it to be. So I can document this journey. You can see this journey as well. I'm sure after trade 1000, I can look back at this video and see the progress. So it's all good. But let's get into the trade and show you what happened. It was a bit of a long trade, so I'm gonna be fast forwarding quite a lot. So as always, I did keep an open mind when I was looking at this trade, because a lot of times it might go up pre-market or down pre-market, and then it will reverse completely and go in the opposite direction. So what are we looking at here? So we had an initial dip to the downside, but then as I was about to enter my trade, I was close. I clicked the button, and normally when you click it, it says, "Are you sure?" And that's when I didn't go through with it. You'll see that over there. And luckily, and this is why I kept the second confirmation. Luckily it is there, because otherwise I would have got it right at the bottom, as it just reversed at that point. You will see now. So you can see it's reversing, consolidating, and eventually it goes to the up. So this, a bit of commentary. As this pattern was playing out, I'm already thinking, this is not a typical pattern that I'm used to. Maybe I should not trade. Maybe I should leave this alone. And that would have been good, to be honest, because there was a lot of consolidation in this pattern. After like 5 minutes or so, that's when I actually entered my trade, or maybe it was at this point. And so this wasn't a normal trade that, once I see it break a certain number, it normally flies, and that's when I enter my trade. Today it didn't happen. It kept consolidating up and down between $13 and $13.20 essentially. So let's fast forward that a bit. I could have made a little bit profit, maybe 0.5%, but nothing major. And so here it hits resistance, and that was the top of this pattern. So it starts to fall back now all the way down, and eventually it will hit the stop loss, I believe. Right, so at this point it's pretty much reversed, and it's unlikely to go back up there, and it hits stop loss. I did, as you can see, I thought, okay, maybe we're going to go to the downside, or maybe I can catch the bottom, because normally there's a V-shaped pattern. Will drop bottom and then reverse all the way back to the top. So I thought, let me try and recover. This is the mistake that I make. Let me try and recover. Okay, so now I thought, okay, this is now bottomed out. Let me put in a trade to go long and catch it all the way back up to the resistance. But what happens, of course, it reverses, and I don't know if I took it prematurely. So I took a $16 loss there. And then I did one more after that, unfortunately. But it's all part of the learning process, it's all good. I'll take that L. I'll make it back eventually. I'm confident in that. But of course, the main thing is for me to really be extremely disciplined and not continue to do that, because when I've done that in the past, it really has set me back. I've recovered it, but if I had capped that at 1.5%, then my profits would have been that much more. after I've recovered it, if that makes sense. So this definitely needs to be stamped out. This is a classic trader's mistake. And you know, I've heard many stories of, you know, 3 weeks of profit, like the whole month of profit being wiped out in one single day. So this could have been much worse, but still it was not good enough. And that, you know, some traders can successfully like ride it to the top, ride a wave to the top, rally to the top, and then see a reversal and double their profits. But I'm not there yet, so you know, I should just be sticking to the first trade market open and leave the rest. If it's a loss or a win, doesn't matter. I, you know, go wait for the next day to make another trade. So take that L, it's all good. We go again tomorrow. So I hope you got some value from that. See you in the next video. Peace.